with over 50,000 views in 28 days. Thank you to all our viewers on YouTube. And for those listening on the audio podcast, wherever you get your podcast, welcome along to another episode of All Things TechIE Podcast.
Here's the show that loves to talk about gadgets and gizmos, from A-Logic to Yamaha, cameras to control panels. You get what I mean. We love talking all things techie. In fact, that's the name of the show. And here is your host, Justin Dawson.
Yes, indeed. I am your host, Justin Dawson. Welcome along to the All Things TechIE Podcast. Thank you to all the listeners and viewers that have made this podcast such a success. I'm blown away with some of the listener and viewer figures in the past 28 days for the All Things TechIE Podcast. Maybe it's because I have been over at the International Broadcasting Conference, IBC 2025, over in Amsterdam. My first time over for the IBC conference, and it has been fantastic. This is, if you are listening wherever you get your podcast, I do recommend you view this podcast because this is another sponsored trade show booth tour with Storj. And if you're wondering what Storj is all about, let me show you what Storj is. It is the fastest media cloud on the planet. That's what they rank themselves as. Get blazing fast global access to S3 compatible object storage and compute at the cost of a single region with Storj. Pretty much, I put all my files on an external drive and up on the cloud with my cloud storage. Now, the cloud storage that I use was probably not made for video. It was made for documents and PowerPoint and so forth back in the day before COVID. And then everyone started using video and uploading video. And to upload video and then download video when you want to make a change and then upload it again and you lose track of what version you're on. Well, with Storj and one of their partners, they are allowing you to upload, edit on the cloud like it was a local file, share and distribute and work on these files with other people like it is a local computer, and then render the final version and maybe upload it again. But like, it is incredibly fast. So I caught up with the guys at Storj at their booth at IBC 2025 to tell us more.
Right. So Storj is a super innovative cloud infrastructure platform that's built for media and entertainment. One of the sort of differentiators is our cloud object storage that's actually globally distributed. This is a huge differentiator. So rather than uploading to one region and then another region or replicating across regions to get global performance, we actually upload once to one single global region that's distributed across over 20,000 points of presence globally. So almost like the object storage acts like a CDN. So it means that it's performative everywhere in the world with a single endpoint. So let me just show you this real quick. So we have a new app launching here called Beam Transfer. Beam Transfer is a high-speed, large media file transfer service that's actually built on top of the Storj network. So let's just do a quick speed test to show this off. So this is a cloud computer in Atlanta. Over here we have a fake DIT station that's in Ireland, and over here we have an edit station on our Storj compute in Frankfurt. So we can see that upload that we just started is going up and up and up and is going to max out at 1.18 gigabytes per second. So that's the theoretical maximum of a 10 gig line. And you're not going to see it go down and up. You're going to see it flatline the entire time. So that's actually going to be bidirectionally and globally. So whether you're in Asia Pacific, South Africa, in Europe, or the Americas, you get the same global performance everywhere in the world. But we don't stop there, because one of the things that makes this special is that this works directly with Storj's new production cloud. So we're going to simulate kind of a whole production environment from ingest all the way to delivery. So imagine that we're working on this film right here called The Way Home. We're on day 2 of dailies, and I've shared this project with a number of people, one of which is the onset DIT. With Beam Transfer, we can actually share the entire project and have multiple share links per package. So I can give the DIT an upload only, I can give the editor a download only, I can give the color facility something else. So rather than exchanging multiple links every time there's something new, I can just give everyone a portal and it automatically uploads to the cloud and distributes where it needs to go. But it doesn't stop there. So We're going to pretend we're on day 2. I've just made a call to the set and I said, hey, Dow, DIT, is day 2 ready? Can you upload that for me?
Hey Jordan, we just finished shooting. Let me upload day 2 for you.
Thank you.
Here we go, drag and drop.
It's simple as that. So over here, you're going to see day 2 just magically pop up, and there it is. And I'm just going to open that up. And here's another thing that's kind of cool, is you can actually see the upload progress as it goes. In a second, you'll probably see some status bars flickering. So you never have to ask like, hey, is that thing ready to upload? Did you upload it yet? Did you complete it yet? It's like, no, the sender and the recipient can actually see the upload status as it goes. So right now, okay, we've done a file transfer. Pretty cool, but not like the coolest thing in the world, right? You've seen this before. What's cool is that just by virtue of him sending that to me, he's actually uploaded it to Storj's production cloud, which means that I can now go into Storj's new object mount software, and which actually takes the cloud and mounts it on the desktop like a local hard drive. And I can see this new folder magically show up, and I can hit play on that. And this media is actually streaming directly from the cloud without downloading. So unlike some of the competitors, you might know a few of them in this space that have like mountable collaboration tools, some of which upload to a completely proprietary state that's brutally incompatible with anything. Because we're using object storage directly, it's compatible with everything. So as an example of this, I'm going to go over to one of our partners, Cutting Room, which is an amazing app that actually allows you to edit in a web browser directly from the cloud. And I'm going to take these media files from day 2 that just arrived, and I'm going to hit play on that too. So I can stream, I can hit play, and I can even start editing directly from the cloud, right? So what this is showing you is the interoperability. This didn't have this complex integration where we had to build this magical way of changing things. This is pointing at our production cloud S3, this is pointing at S3, this is pointing at S3. So it means that everything that we put into Beam Transfer magically shows up in Object Mount and shows up in any other SaaS provider that's S3 compatible. So now I'm going to hand this off to my partner, Dow, who's going to show you this from an editorial point of view. So Dow is using one of our new Storj compute systems that's actually in the same data center as our S3 gateway, which achieves sub-millisecond latency and even free egress because it never left the data center. So Dow, take it from here.
Thank you, Jordan. All right, here we go. We are on a Storj compute machine. So this is a Windows machine, and we have Object Mount installed. Jordan already showed you Object Mount on Mac, but here on a completely different platform, we have Object Mount. And what I can do is I can open the folder he just uploaded dailies to. As you can see, we have web dailies, and we have day 2. Now, I can show you playback in a media browser, but that's boring, right? What we care about is editing on the cloud. Because this is in a data center that is close to the gateway, the performance is extremely high. And what I can do is I can take the whole of folder day 2, drag it into Resolve, and Resolve is going to discover all the files. And what I can do with all these files in Resolve is I can go ahead and create a timeline. Now pretend that Jordan asked me to get a really rough cut of the dailies. You know, I can go around and see the timeline, I can play it, right? I can scrub around. It's instant, as everything is being streamed from the cloud. There's no need for you to wait to download, terabytes of data before you can start editing, wasting time and money, right? The workstations don't have to be extremely powerful. No much disk space required. Just get a connection, and you're off to the races. Right, let me do a very quick cut. Let's propel this. I don't like that. I don't like these things either. Right, let's make it short so I don't spend forever rendering. Here we go. I've got, 5 minutes. Let's say this is a cut this time. I want someone to review this, make sure that everything is good, make sure Jordan is happy with me. So what I can do is I can go and click deliver. And here, instead of delivering to your local disk and then uploading it afterwards, here I'm pointing it to the object mount. So this object mount is pointed to the same bucket that Jordan was using for Beam Transfer. As you can see, we're in the Way Home feature in the folder delivery. I'll call my delivery call day 2 rough cut, click save, click to the render queue, and then as soon as I click render, my job here is done. I can go take a coffee, go take a nap, tell Jordan, hey, I clicked render, it'll be there in a few minutes. There's no need to wait for it to render. This is automatic. This is being written directly to the cloud, which is a single source of truth. When that render is done in about, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds, almost done, and it's
and it's done. So without him sending it or doing anything to me, I'm just going to hit refresh on this bucket, and you see the file is already there. So if this folder was already shared with a bunch of other recipients, it would already be distributed without me doing anything else, right? So I can go, obviously, hit download, and we're off to the races. So what's really cool is what you just saw is a complete end-to-end workflow from ingest to edit and to distribution, all in 3 minutes with 3 different countries, all on convention Wi-Fi.
I love this product just because I do so much in video and I can see how it can be used in so many different verticals. Where do people find out more information?
Yeah, absolutely. You can find out more about the new production cloud offering on storj.io, and you can find out more about Beam Transfer at beamtransfer.io, and both of these things work seamlessly together.
Thank you so much, Jordan.
Indeed, my pleasure.
Cheers. And storj.io if you want to check out their website and see the pricing tiers there as well. Please do tell them that Justin from the All Things Techie podcast did send you over and they might do a deal with you. But amazingly fast cloud storage. I really like this product. I can see it being used in several different ways and means. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for viewing the All Things Techie podcast. And we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.